I know. Hey, how you doing? I said the same thing.
No, I wish. Do you? I keep sending them. Oh, what, the Law Journal? The Law Journal.
Back again?
Yeah,
You just like it here,
he
right?
changed
It's
his
just the most
identity
exciting part of the day.
for the afternoon.
Who knew zoning could be so exciting?
Mr. Guardino, are you representing these young men? Okay, so I don't have to give my speech about the order in which we call cases, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you. Mr. McKevitt, I think you'll waive. You'll waive, will you? No, this morning it was McKevitt.
Good afternoon. This is the Town of Hempstead Board of Appeals, February 25th, 2026, 2 p.m. meeting. Mr. Chairman?
We have any?
Mr. Chairman, we do have two cases on for adjournment this
speech,
afternoon.
So,
Case 64025, Uniondale, Michael A. Cardinale Jr. and Edward LaGuardia, also known as 252 Maple Avenue, as well as case 64125, Uniondale, Michael A. Cardinale Jr. and Edward LaGuardia, West Side Maple Avenue, 259.35 feet north of Front Street.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Thomas McKevitt. On board, Ralph Casignano. The name keeps on changing all the time. I gotta remember
Tom.
what it is today.
I'm waiting for McKevitt.
Mr. McKevitt.
We used to say that to Mr. Vanessa. You say, like, when is your name gonna be in it, Mr. Vanessa?
There we go. That's better.
Same thing you said, basically.
Son, Ward, Braff, Casignano, not McKevitt. 333 Irvington Boulevard, Uniondale, New York, 11553. Mr. Chairman, this case was originally on December 17th of 2025, and we had asked for an adjournment because my real estate expert was not available at that time. Recently, there had been comments coming in for several neighbors that objected to the application due to the fact that we were demolishing an already existing garage in the site, and they feel that would exacerbate traffic issues in the area. After speaking to my client, he's deciding he's going to keep the garage up and put garages at both properties to have parking at the premises. That will require an amendment to the site plan. It's also going to probably trigger a new variance of lot coverage, but I believe those plans will be done probably next week or so. Has to go to the building department, re-denied. So I'm guessing by May 20th will be enough time for it to be reviewed, re-advertised, and for enough time, because I'm told the plans will be done by the end of the week.
May 20th at 2 p.m.
That works for me, Mr. Chairman.
Old American.
Thank you.
20th, 2 p.m.
Thank you very much. And of course, we'll put up a new sign as well, so.
Just make sure you change your identity when you come in
Yes,
on that day.
the firm name change will probably change again by then. I don't know.
Next, we'll be calling case 12726, Oceanside Rookies Oceanside LLC, special exception for place of public assembly and amusement, proposed kids gym in portion of existing building, also known as 3644 Long Beach Road. Gentlemen, please stand, raise your right hand. Mr. Guardino. Sorry, we do it. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Giovanni Coelho, Diversified Design Associates Architect for the applicant.
My word.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't think the mic was on. Anthony Guardino, law firm of Farrell Fritz, Hop Hog, New York, for the applicant.
You seen your
Hey.
search sheet? Oh, and the
Yes.
back and the front.
Back
The
end,
longest
Holy
search
moly, I've
sheet
never
I
seen
think
a
we've
search
ever
sheet like
seen.
large shopping center.
that. Okay, thank you. John?
May I begin?
Yes.
Start? Okay. So good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Again, Anthony Guardino, attorney with Farrell Fritz, representing the applicant Rookies Oceanside LLC. Rookies is requesting a special permit for a Rookies children's fitness facility within a vacant inline tenant space in an existing shopping center in Oceanside. If you're not familiar with Rookies, it's a unique fitness facility. It's designed to help children grow as athletes and to build their confidence. They have interactive programs that are tailored towards children of all ages, including children with special needs. And they're designed to promote healthy lifestyles, encourage teamwork, build their self-esteem, and also enhance their social skills. I have with me to my right Giovanni Coelho, who is the project architect, and behind me I have Mark Dern and Alan Dern. Mark is the principal of Rookies Oceanside LLC and the owner and operator of a similar Rookies facility in Belmore. So you may be familiar with, there's already one in Belmore in the town of Hempstead. So they are seeking, Rookies is seeking to occupy a little bit more than 4,000 square feet of a vacant tenant space in a 16.5 acre shopping center that's located on the west side of Long Beach Road at its intersection with Daly Boulevard and Oceanside. And in your booklet, you can see the location of the parcel. The center is located in the Y Industrial District. It's anchored by a number of national retail tenants like Kohl's, Burlington, Michaels, Staples. Rookies is going to be located in a separate one-story pad-type building that's closer to the corner, and it will share space with Pet Supplies Plus, which is in there in the building right now.
Oh, wait, just so I'm sure.
Yes.
Mr. Guardino. Yeah, the pet supplies, it's the piece closer to Daly then?
Yes, to the south.
Oh, that's empty space, huh?
Empty
The
space.
little police thing is right by it, right, on the
I
outside?
believe so on the
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that was empty space.
We're before this board because we need a special permit. I've done this a couple of times for similar type uses. There's that kind of catch-all about places of public assembly and public amusement, and the town building department classifies this type of use to be a place of public assembly and public amusement, so we need a special permit from this board. You're familiar probably with the area. It's very commercial in nature. It's surrounded by shopping centers. You've got the landfill across the street on the east side, and you've got the power plant to the south. There's a wetlands area there to the south where the EF Barrett power plant is. And what Rookies is seeking to do is to take the 4,000 square feet within an existing vacant tenant space, kind of lay it out for its uses. The site and the use comply with all of the zoning requirements. So we don't need any variances. We don't need any area relief. We don't need any height relief. We don't need any parking relief. There's actually more spaces than is required. So we are only here strictly for the special permit. So, and I would just submit without going through the standards that I believe that this application for a children's fitness facility would allow this board to make the affirmative findings that it needs to make in order to grant that special permit. And I don't know if you want to hear from Giovanni, the architect, if you have any questions, or of me or anyone else. Happy to answer them.
Gentlemen, ladies? Gentlemen, ladies, Mrs. D'Amato, any questions? You didn't have any questions. It's not, you don't have any further
Thought you would all
questions.
be very complimentary.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I have nothing else.
Okay, that is your direct case. If there are no questions from the board, can I have,
That gentleman's not here on the case, is he?
sir? Sir, are you here on this case or a different case? You're on the second case.
This is the second.
Can I? Be the third case. Okay. Can I have a motion if no one has any
I would move,
questions?
Mr. Chairman, that the hearing be closed, that the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Guardino, you and your client and anyone else who signed another case will receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered.
Most of us are
Thank you.
familiar with the location.
Yep.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you so much.
Thank
Nice,
you.
nice to see you all.
Mr. Guardino,
I know, I haven't, we were just saying that.
you moved on?
No, I moved east. So,
Oh.
I'm mostly in Suffolk, but it was nice to see you all.
How's the zoning board in that area?
There's a whole bunch of different ones. They're all different and, they're all unique in their own way.
They're inferior, right?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. And I was just reminded of that today, so it was, thank you.
Wait, this is weird.
Next, we have case 4926, Belmore, WKH Realty LLC, use variance to construct second floor addition for apartment with front yard setbacks on Belmore Avenue and Wallace Avenue, variance in off-street parking, also known as 1843 Belmore Avenue. Please raise your right hand.
So,
Full truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
yes, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. William J. Cohen, AIA. I'm the architect of record.
Oh, slow down, slow down.
William
Slower,
J.
she has to take it all down and I have to hear.
Representing
William, last name?
Cohen, C-O-H-E-N.
Oh, I got it.
Cohen Design Build
Farther than You're up here
Architects.
than you believe,
No problem.
and you would be obvious, so just slow and loud.
You got it. 5512 Merrick Road, Massapequa.
Before you start, oh, it's defect, the only reason we didn't hear before it was defective signpost.
Yeah, we had a sign that was not properly posted. So
Mhm.
thank you for allowing us to return.
Okay.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm representing WKH Realty, the owner of the subject property located in the northeast corner of Belmore Avenue and Wallace Avenue at 1843 Belmore Avenue in Belmore, New York. The
Before you go forward, would you do me a favor?
Sure.
It says it's a use variance, which is the hardest to prove, to construct a second floor addition for an apartment. What is the structure now?
The structure is a one-story, 730 square foot retail space. It's a standalone building.
What's the business in it?
It's an antique store.
Oh, okay, so it's
My
an
client
antique store.
purchased the property last year.
Antique store, is it a Residence B zone?
It is in the Business X zone.
Oh, okay, and they want to put in just a single
We want to add a
apartment?
second floor, yes,
And on the second floor, just one apartment?
one apartment.
Okay, keep going.
Where was it? Property located in the Business X district, identified as section 56, block 388, lot 273, 3,765 square foot lot. Currently, the property is improved with a one-story retail building, 730 square feet, along with an existing detached garage that's 308 square feet.
Hold on.
Yes.
How many square feet is the garage? You're going really, you might not
Sorry,
think it's fast,
I'll
but you're
go,
fast.
sorry. 730 square foot building, one
Got that.
story. 308 square foot accessory structure, which is a detached garage.
And is it used as a garage?
It is a garage, yes, one car garage.
I know, but is it used as a garage?
No,
It's empty, so
it's not.
it will be.
Have you been to the site?
I'm the architect, yes.
Okay.
Is there
but
stuff in there now? I don't know, but it's designated to be a garage
Designated to be a
Yes.
garage.
and is intended to be a garage.
Okay.
If someone is using it otherwise, then that's a different story.
You
That
know it is being used, otherwise if
Okay.
you were there.
How is it being used?
He'll tell you.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Tell us, Mr. Pellegrini. What's on your mind?
Whoever the proprietor is of that antique store stores antiques and the like in that
Would
garage.
be- I will guarantee that will be removed.
You guarantee it what?
It will be removed. Its
How about-
intended use is a garage.
How,
Who is the proprietor of the antique store?
I don't know them personally.
It's not the owner of the property.
No, it's not the owner of the property. It's rented.
Do you know how long the lease is?
He just bought the property this past year, so they probably have only been in there maybe about 6 months or so.
Wait,
We don't.
how long is the lease between your client, the owner, and the antique worker?
I would
Owner.
assume probably a 5-year lease, I'm assuming.
But your client doesn't know. Okay.
Today, we're seeking approval to construct a second-floor apartment above the existing retail space. While both residential and retail uses are permitted within this district, mixed-use buildings are not permitted, and therefore we are requesting a use variance to allow the proposed residential unit above the existing commercial space.
Okay, I have a question. The antique store,
Yes.
it already has a permit to be there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry if it's an
Yes.
obvious question.
Oh, yeah.
But in the course of getting that permit, did the antique store get a parking variance, need one, or get one, or both?
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know.
Hold on, Miss First, did the antique store need, because we're here for parking, so we
Right.
have to go through it methodically.
Sure.
Miss First is our most experienced plans examiner. We get her on Wednesdays and Wednesdays only.
get the search sheet,
I don't care.
understood.
Have Becky make a record. I want Becky to make a record.
The original building was built in 1952 prior to the requirement of parking.
Okay, and so do they legally use it now as an antique store as a non-conforming use?
The original building was 1952 with a permit for one store and one apartment. The detached garage was built in 1957. In 1971, they did alterations to the front of the building and the storefront.
But if they already have one store and one apartment, is it because that one store and one apartment were on the first floor?
Yes, the plans
Now they
show
want to
that
make the whole first floor the business or have, and they want an apartment above it. That's why they're here before us?
I am looking right now at the plans to see what the request
Okay.
is. But the original permit was for one store in the front and an apartment in the back.
In the back on the same floor.
Correct.
They're here again. Otherwise, I'll be like, why are they here? So Becky, Ms. First, so because they are here again, so let's assume for a moment they didn't have to deal with parking because it was allowed a store in it, but now they're here today, and now because they're coming for significant relief, they have to comply with all the
The u-
1957 or whatever that.
The
parking-
use should trigger the parking.
The reanalysis of. the
Correct.
park. Okay, do we know how many parking spots? I'll ask you, how many parking spots are you supposed to provide for the business combined with the proposed apartment?
We are required, based on our research, 4 parking spaces.
So what did the building department say?
I'm sorry?
What
So
is the
when the
building-
building department rejected your application and required that you go to the BZA,
Right.
they determined how many parking spots you need for the business combined with the proposed apartment. What was that number?
We agreed that 4 parking spaces would be required, and we're going to have, based on our proposal, 3 on
Hold
site.
on, this first is that, because they don't usually agree, they usually say.
Parking required is 4 spaces, parking provided is 3 spaces, acceptable parking 3 spaces.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Keep going now.
Keep going. Okay.
Just first, excuse me, would that include the garage as parking?
In the 3 that they provide,
The garage is considered as one of those 3 parking spaces. They have 1 additional parking space and then a required handicap spot.
Thank you.
wait, what was the last thing you said?
1 additional parking space other than the garage and then a required handicap spot.
So they have the handicap, they have 1, and they have the garage, okay.
Okay, good luck. Yes, go ahead.
In addition, well, this reiterates this. In addition, we are requesting relief with respect to parking. The code requires 4 parking spaces. We are able to provide 3 spaces on site consisting of 2 designated parking spaces, along with the existing detached garage at the Wallace frontage. It is important to note that there is ample parking available along both the Belmore Avenue and Wallace Avenue frontages, which further supports the adequacy of the proposed parking. We are also requesting relief from the required front yard setbacks. This is a corner property, so we have the two elevations along Belmore Avenue and then along Wallace, which have to comply with the 10-foot rule. Currently, right now, on the Belmore Avenue side, we are at basically a zero lot line at 0.2 feet setback, and then along Wallace, it is 9.9, so I would think within a 0.1% tolerance.
Hold on, let's just go. So on Belmore, you have 0.2,
0.2, right?
and you need 25, is that right?
10.
Are you in a corner?
Yes, that's a corner property. Belmore
Okay.
Avenue and Wallace, it's a north.
And then on the other one, you have
Other side, we have
9.9?
9.9, and we're required 10, so I would think that 0.1 is negligible.
Why is it not 25?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Oh, it's Business X. I forgot it was Business X.
What's the question?
I forgot it was business. I was thinking Res B.
The intention is to go straight up, right
Intention
above
is to go
this one.
straight up.
No more encroachments into
more-
Wallace or
no more
Belmore?
encroachment.
Well, you can
That's-
encroach more into Belmore.
We plan on the same footprint of the existing structure.
Okay. So because it's a second floor, you need those setback variances.
Correct. And as part of our testimony, along that whole corridor of Belmore Avenue, not only is there mixed use, but there's also zero lot line buildings directly at either side of the property that are both mixed use.
I
So there's
see,
certainly precedent in all the neighboring properties.
I understand.
I see on the site plan the proposed exterior stairs. You're not here for that, or that is part of it?
That's part of our proposal, but that was not questioned by anybody during this review.
That's not, that's what I'm asking. It's not anything to do with the front yard, right? Becky, that's as of right? Just out of curiosity, on the plans, it says not in contract. What does that mean?
The first floor.
On the plans, on the first floor plan, it
First
says,
floor is not part of our proposal.
and I'm asking you, the plans say not in contract. What does that mean?
Standard language meaning that that's not part of this proposed project. That's
Oh,
architect
this
language.
isn't a contract, this is an application. So you mean it's just not part of the application?
The world of architecture 101, if something is not in contract, it just means it's not part of the scope of work.
Oh, okay. I guess I should have taken architecture.
I'm just saying.
Becky, did you take architecture 101?
Construction methods, that was the first one. But I don't see an alteration to the ground floor.
That's why it's not in contract.
But is there apartments still on the first floor?
When my
Okay.
client purchased this building, it's one big open space.
All right, but
There's no indication anyway that there was ever an apartment there.
well, the CO for the building was issued with an apartment.
Okay.
So that means there's alterations to the first floor that require a permit.
That all being said, we had a permit last year when my client first bought the building to renovate
I have no further questions.
first floor.
So there was a permit
There's a
issued
permit
on this
open
property?
with a C of O on it.
On this property?
Correct, for the first floor.
What's the building permit number, please?
I don't know offhand.
Because I'm not seeing it on the search sheet.
Should be easily in the portal there from last
That's
year.
part of that's part of Building Department 101, Becky.
Correct. I like her.
I've only been doing this 21 years, but I don't know
Touche.
too much.
Doing it 34, and it's too much.
Well, you should be better at it by now,
Oh. Thanks.
just saying.
I'll tell my mother.
I
Okay.
have no further questions, Mr. Chairman.
There's an application, closed building permit. There's nothing on the search sheet about modifying the first floor of the building that I can see. Take a peek.
I'm out of the game, I didn't take 101.
Okay, I found open building permit, replacement of an exterior stair.
No, it's nothing to do with this job. Exterior stair.
Yeah. An infill of exterior opens to existing building?
Yeah, that's the permit from last year.
What is it? Is it, is
The
it not on
some
the
exterior
search?
windows were removed, concreted over, and there was a small little staircase going to call it the basement, cellar, in the back that was redone.
4, 12, 30.
So there is an exterior
Still
basement
open.
entrance.
Yeah.
There is an exterior, it's not on the contract, it was in that contract. There's an exterior cellar entry on the easterly side of the building. That was not part of this contract.
It's just usually when you file for, and something requires a waiver of off-street parking, that all of the spaces are shown so that parking can be calculated.
That's
It's on the site plan.
An interior so that square footage can be determined to determine the parking.
It's 101.
Wait, what did you say it again? I'm sorry.
The interior of the structure has to be shown with all square footages to determine the parking of both floors.
And that's where we, hold on a second.
It should not be that you have to go into another building permit in order to show that.
Right.
There you go.
Square footages on the first floor
Square footage.
need to be shown on as a floor plan.
There's no way the building department can look at the square footage to calculate it unless it's on all the plans.
Matter of fact, by the way, on our cover sheet, it shows the permits that were also applied for on the,
Can't hear you when you mumble, not on the mic. She's got to take it all down.
all the applied for previous permits are on the cover sheet of page S1 site plan.
Okay, so the first floor plan on the approved plans from the 24 permit for the interior alterations, I'll show it to you.
I have it all here if you'd like.
Wait. Wait, why was there a permit requested for what exists? Wait, is that an open permit still?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Joe's right. So there's an open permit, according to Becky, Ms. First, that shows they were putting windows into the apartment on the first level. Hold on, and only that. So the open permit from 2024 shows a request to have the, like you said, the original thing was apartment on one side,
Okay, I got it.
retail on the other.
Okay,
I never said that.
So there's a 2024,
okay.
As far as
oh.
I'm concerned, it's one retail. I didn't know that there was an apartment back there. It's one,
well, you told us that it was, okay, I'm sorry.
not my testimony,
The records reflected,
right?
early on, we asked that they had a legal apartment and retail space on the first floor. It was my understanding, correctly or incorrectly, that you came here to have all retail on the first floor and an apartment on the second floor.
Correct.
But according to Ms. First, in 2024, an application was filed to put new windows on the first floor,
Remove windows.
to remove windows. So you do know about that application?
Yes.
Okay, but that application says that there's retail on one side and the apartment on the other side, and let's remove the windows on the apartment. So you're aware that they filed a 24 application for the apartment and the retail to be on the same floor.
Where the application, I'm not aware that there was technically an apartment on the first floor. That does not ring a bell.
What did you think the application was?
The application wasn't a zoning approval. That was a building permit.
I didn't say it was zoning. You're aware of the application
Yes.
to take the windows out of the apartment that is on the same floor as the retail space.
Windows weren't taken out of the apartment. They were taken out of,
Are you aware of the are we, am I in the wrong world? Like, I'm just asking you simple things. The application was filed and you just told us you're aware of it. And that you're aware it was to take the windows out, which I was incorrect about. It's to take the windows out of that area that has the kitchen, and I'm sloppily calling, I guess, the apartment. And we all know from the historical records, they had a right for an apartment and a retail space on the first floor, right?
All I can say is I wasn't aware that was retail on that floor. I'm sorry, it was an apartment. Windows
But you
were-
just told us you're familiar with the 24 application to take the windows out of the area that has the kitchen, which we're calling an apartment. And we heard testimony earlier or information from Ms. First, who's in the building department, that there's an apartment, that they legally have an apartment and a retail space on the first floor, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know that's a kitchen. There's a cabinet with a sink in it.
But then you were aware, you did, wait, hold on. You're the architect, right?
That all predated us.
Are you the architect? And you're familiar with the prior application? You said so. You said it was to take, you corrected me and said it was to take the windows out, not put them in.
Correct.
So you're the architect and you're familiar with that application to remove the windows?
Yes.
Okay, did you draw that application?
Yes.
Okay, so you didn't go there and say, oh, this is a kitchen that I want to take the windows out of.
No, I would never call that a kitchen.
What would you call it?
Did you go there?
What would
There
you
many
call
times.
it? It's not a kitchen.
Okay, and you went in that space.
Went in that space.
Tell us what you call that space.
It was probably a coffee area, I guess. It had a sink and it had a cabinet. That was it. There's no appliances. There's nothing that indicates it to be a kitchen.
No little refrigerator?
None.
None.
None. Nothing that would indicate it to be a kitchen. If this was a commercial
So
building, that might be
earlier you
right.
testified that this whole space is being used as retail.
Correct.
Okay, so that coffee area, is it your testimony that that coffee area is being used as retail or not?
One tenancy in there, that's a retail.
Is what?
One tenancy, that's a retail space. The bathroom isn't retail. Coffee area isn't retail, but it's one
When you
tenancy.
say it's one tenancy, you mean the whole first floor?
Correct. In my professional opinion, not knowing that drawing existed from 1957, it's one tenancy.
Oh, that's the issue. You didn't know there was a drawing on record showing that it's a kitchen.
Correct.
Okay, I understand.
When you went there, was there a bathroom in the space?
Yes.
Where was the bathroom located?
It is on the south wall about halfway through the building. It's a half bathroom.
It's not, is that the one that you were legalizing?
I wasn't legalizing it.
Or
was
are
there.
you,
It's
or
existing.
that was existing?
Yeah, they made us put an exhaust fan or something like that.
Okay. And this area had a sink? So this was the bathroom for the apartment. The kitchen was located here.
Okay.
Okay, so what needs to be done is this application, since it is still open, a supplement should be filed so that you actually indicate the removal of the first floor apartment.
Okay.
Is that what they want to do?
Is that what they?
Do they want to remove, she's telling you, because early on in this hearing, it seemed to me at least, maybe I'm wrong, you seem to indicate they want an apartment on the second floor and they want retail space on the whole first floor. And I know you're calling it all the retail despite the apartment or whatever we want to call that. So now she's telling you that you need to file to remove that, what we're calling a kitchen and an apartment she's suggesting that in pursuit of what you claim you want to do, which is,
That's
okay,
fine. If
so
administratively I need to do that, it's not a problem.
is that consistent with what let's get to what you actually your client wants to do on the property. Do I correctly understand that they want to have a business of antiques on the first floor and only that on the first floor?
Correct.
They want to use the garage for parking and they want an apartment on the second floor.
Correct.
Okay, so she's just telling you that you have to remove all that stuff that you didn't know existed when you testified, and now you've discovered it does, even though you were the architect on it, so I'm a little confused about that. But that being said, so you're going to, I take it this matters to us procedurally as to how we handle our parts of this case.
Absolutely. If that's required, we will provide documentation as such.
Well, what's required is that you file all the documents accurately to reflect what you actually want to do on the property. Whatever you want to do, that's all that's required. So she's helping you because you said that you want to have retail on the first floor. No, an apartment, kitchen, and bathroom on the first floor is inconsistent with your prior testimony. That's the only reason she's explaining to you. She's helping you to understand, but I know you have most of the answers, but that's all I'm getting you.
Anything else you'd like to
I
answer?
got nothing else.
Pardon?
I have nothing else. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions or comments from the board? If not,
I have one question.
go ahead.
Are there any walls in that big space other than the four outside and the walls for the bathroom?
First floor. On the first floor.
What is existing there now?
I believe aside from the wall of the bathroom and the one wall for that coffee area, it's all wide open space. It's only 730 square feet.
Coffee area is walled in?
Yes.
Any other questions, Joanne?
One second.
Right. So the only walls you will have there are the 3 walls for the bathroom. All other walls will be taken out,
Or don't exist.
or they don't exist.
Well, they do exist. She's talking about the space.
Yeah, there's an office in the back and there's an open area in the back as well, which are consistent with the drawings that we submitted.
When did you,
Unbelievable.
which one?
should-
2024? or
The regular
today?
ones.
Sorry, the previous application.
Okay. So what we have today is this.
Actually, I'm sorry. If you actually go to drawing
A-
A-3,
A-3.
drawing at the top shows the exact floor plan as we know it. It says not in contract.
But
Oh,
if,
okay, so here.
I get that, but unless I'm misunderstanding Mrs. First, there was an application in 2024 which shows a kitchen in the rear of this building.
It's still there. That's the drawing.
That's the coffee area, Joe.
That may be, is this the kitchen?
Yes, that's what he called.
Okay. So this was the kitchen,
There was a wall here.
It's a
Right.
joke.
okay.
It's a fucking joke. Oh, it's,
Okay, and they've made that into a coffee room now.
Listen, if I can explain further, there was a submission that was done in 2024 for this building. The floor plan was included in that submission. There was no questions that came out in plan review saying, oh, this is not what we have on record with the town of Hempstead. And if that was the case, we would have corrected it and done whatever research necessary to find out that this doesn't apply and it was 2 different spaces.
It was
We went through a
filed-
whole approval process.
No, I understand, Mr. Cohn. It was filed in piecemeal. That's the
It
issue.
wasn't piecemeal. At that point, there was only plans for a first floor. When the submission was done a year ago for 2024 with the building department,
All right, excuse me. So you tell me and tell the board what is going to be in the first floor?
first floor is currently occupied by a antiques dealer. And they
So
are,
it's occupied by an antiques dealer.
Right.
But what rooms are there there?
the entire 730 square feet of that building.
No, how many rooms? There's an office?
There's an office, there's a bathroom and a coffee area, and the rest is all open.
Okay, so that's what's in there. It's not one big room.
It's one
Because
tenancy. Right, but I'm just saying, but this was previously approved by the building
No,
department,
no,
which
no,
would
no,
have,
no, no. So it's not,
trying to understand where the disconnect is.
no. When you first explained it, you said one big room. Well, it isn't one big room because there is an office, there's a coffee area, and there's a bathroom, right?
Correct.
And the rest of it is open.
Correct,
Okay, that's it.
that's fine. But I'm saying that from a
No,
procedural
that's
standpoint.
it. That's it. Okay, I understand.
Could you possibly show this to the applicant's representative and see if he would like to comment?
Is there a basement?
There's a cellar.
All right, that's a split definition. How tall is the cellar? The ceilings in the cellar?
I would say probably less than 7 feet.
What is that used for?
Nothing. It's raw space.
that's a coffee area too.
So basically you have a few issues here.
This absentee Leo Wilson.
Christina?
How do you think it went?
I think there's a lot of confusion here.
I agree.
And now the second floor, it's an the second floor is, you want it as an apartment.
Yes.
How many rooms?
Look at the drawings. There's a living room, there's a closet, there's a kitchen, bathroom, walk-in closet, and master.
How many bedrooms?
2 bedrooms.
Okay. Okay, to you guys too.
So it's technically 2-bedroom and 1-bath apartment, 730 square feet to match the floor below.
And there's only one entrance?
There's one entrance.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay, darling.
I don't know who owns the or who leases the tenant space on the first floor. Have you been there?
I've been there.
How long, how recent?
A couple months.
And you are aware of the fact that that garage is used for storage of antiques?
I don't, but our intent is to use it again as parking, and if that is what's approved by the zoning department and building department for that particular use, the owner will have to enforce that.
And are you aware of the fact that outside of that building, on the south side, in the open area outside of the building, that there's loosely called antiques in that area? And in the front of the building on Belmore? Are you familiar or aware of
I
that?
did see that, yes.
What's going to happen with that should the board approve this second floor?
So that's not allowed. I'm not the tenant, I'm just the architect. I just draw pretty pictures. If it's not allowed and the tenant or the property owner is not utilizing that property.
Your pretty pictures are affecting your application because this is an application for the entire building.
Of course. If they're not allowed to place whatever it is outside, of course, it's got to come in and the landlord has to enforce that. So if the board is saying that whatever they're doing is not in concert with what the township rules are, then I will represent that back to my landlord and he'll make that change immediately. He owns many properties in this municipality.
Thank you.
Did you comment about?
Well, that's basically what is being presented right now, that I guess there's goods that are being left outside, so if it has to be removed, if that's the requirement, I'll make sure that message gets conveyed loud and clear. I live in this community as well, so I want it to look a certain way.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not at this time, thanks.
Any other questions from the board? If not, go ahead.
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision count. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is the biggest difference ever.
Thank you very much.
It's still not accurate.
He's coming down.
Okay, wait a second.
All right, so 2 PM call. Case 127 of 2026, Oceanside, Rookies Oceanside LLC. Special exception for place of public assembly and amusement, proposed kids gym in portion of an existing building, 3644 Long Beach Road. Have we need a secret determination on this case. Somebody want to make a secret determination?
I move that we adopt a negative declaration as to the secret determination based on the testimony given, exhibits in the file, and the other materials we have reviewed and analyzed.
Second? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Now on the application itself.
On the application itself, I move that it be granted.
Second? All in favor? Aye. Okay, next two cases, 640 and 641, Uniondale. Those cases have been adjourned to May 20th, 2026 at 2 PM. Patrick? 2 PM. Okay, and the last case, Belmore, WKH Realty LLC, use variance to construct a second floor addition for apartment with front yard setbacks on Belmore Avenue and Wallace Avenue, variance and off-street parking. We need a secret determination. Do we need a secret determination?
It depends, if the board is inclined to.
Okay.
You got yourself.
Yes.
I don't, yeah, okay. Anyone want to make a comment before we,
Yes, I'm going to make a comment on 49 of 26 Belmore, WKH Realty LLC, located at 1843 Belmore Avenue. I feel, listening to this testimony, that the applicant failed to establish entitlement to a use variance, and therefore, I make a motion to dismiss the case without prejudice.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Well done, Mrs. Perry.
That, very nicely done. That concludes the afternoon calendar. I believe someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
We have a few things
And
on
then
reserve.
We have more?
We have-
Yeah,
Wait, there's more.
Oh, okay. You take it.
okay.
Okay.
How's that gonna work?
Yeah. I mean, unless you want Pellegrini to chair.
Okay, can you chair for this case?
What are we doing?
Just call case.
I actually have two cases, from the reserve that I believe we can, deal with. Okay, so, so the first case, it's case 386 of 25, Lido Beach. The applicant did submit additional plans. Oh, so can you call the case, sir? We're ready to.
Just sorry. On our reserve calendar, it was heard on July 16, 2025. It's case number 386 of Lido Beach. It's Andre and Aaron Cantor. It's a special exception to install a structure, a shed, larger than permitted and exceeds the horizontal maximum with a lot area occupied variance. A special exception to install a second accessory structure, barbecue island, with lot area occupied variance. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard, install air conditioning unit on a raised platform, maintain a 5-foot 1-inch high fence on top of a 2-foot 1-inch high wall totaling 7 foot 2 inches high with and a 6-foot high fence forward of the dwelling, which may substantially obstruct a line of sight. It's located southwest corner of Woodhale Street and Park Street, also known as number 6 Woodhale Street and Lido Beach. I understand that there's correspondence from the applicant or through his attorney, and you're on.
Okay, so amended plans were submitted that did indicate that that wall, which is located on Lido Boulevard, it is going to be removed. Those were the amended plans, and there were some other changes on the plans, including showing the existing brick wall and some curb cuts.
So I will comment on this and make a motion. So we've seen multiple iterations of the proposal on this case. Yes, the first iteration did not show that wall along Lido Boulevard, which I believe created a safety issue. The applicants have agreed to remove that. And as part of this decision, we'll make a 3-month deadline for them, or the decision will be void. So there, again, we just received the latest version of the plans, and it's not easy to make it all out. But there is currently a curb cut on Woodhale near the corner, and one on Lido Boulevard. They put it Park Avenue, same street. The curb cut on Lido has the ADA on the corner for people walking babies or using wheelchairs, but their curb cut that currently exists just runs into that as if it's part of it. So as part of this decision, number one, we're going to deny, I move that we deny the proposed shed that is along Lido Boulevard. It's unclear if it's attached or not attached to the house, but in either case, it's a huge safety issue. It's right next to the primary curb cut on Lido, and it's in the front yard setback. It has everything there is in the way of the things we don't approve. It has safety issues attached to it. So I move that we deny the proposed shed in the front yard on Lido Boulevard. Again, they are agreed to remove the wall that's parallel with Lido along this driveway, which right now is not a circular driveway, but it has an entrance and an exit in 2 different places. In addition to this, as part of this decision, I move that we approve the barbecue island. They request that the fencing that is along the back of the property be approved. That's at 7 foot high. And there's some fencing along Woodhale that, despite the fact that it's encroaching in the front yard setback, we can approve that just because it's been there for some time and it encloses the entire pool area. And if we remove that, the pool area would not be safe. But part of a condition to this is that they legalize the curb cut that's on Woodhill. If that's not legalized, they need to, well, I think the one on Lido is legal, but yes, they have to provide evidence that the Woodhill curb cut, which appears not to be legal because of its juxtaposition on Woodhill and the fact that it's over a storm drain, generally the county would not approve it, curb cut there, so we want that legalized. We need the wall along Lido gone, deny the shed, approve the other things, and to the extent that there needs any legalization of the short walls, one goes along Woodhill and one cuts along their current driveway. We need that, and then we need amended plans reflecting this decision. And the approvals, in terms of removing the wall along Lido that's currently there, that has a 30-day deadline. If it's not removed, I'm sorry, I said 30 days. 3 months from the filing of the decision, that, or the decision is void by operation of law.
Now, the fencing, temporary with conditions?
Temporary along Wood Hill with conditions, the rest is permanent, to the extent it's in the back, to the extent they need relief on that side there. Yeah, it doesn't come,
My only concern is
Go ahead.
that how this was denied, everything's on one application. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to parse out the temporary grant of a portion of the fencing.
so it's denied in part, granted in
Yep,
part.
but-
The granting part is part permanent, part temporary.
But perfect.
Like the barbecue is permanently granted. To the extent the fencing is forward to the dwelling, it's temporary.
Okay,
The denied shed, fine. Again, there's a 3-month window from the filing of these minutes to remove that wall that I believe is a safety issue. The shed out in Lido is denied, and they can recaption. The other accessory structure now becomes the first and not the second. So the barbecue is now the only accessory structure, I believe.
okay, so granting part, denied in part, temporary with conditions for all fencing that's forward of the
Dwelling.
dwelling. Remove the wall on Lido, the solid brick wall with the planters within 3 months of the filing of the minutes. Legalize both curb cuts.
Right.
Legalize short brick walls. They have to serve amended plans, and if this is not done, the grant is voided.
Void.
Correct?
No, it's void. Void by operation of law.
I'm not saying, I was.
And they have 3 months to do it, so they get into the warmer season. There's no way they can't do it.
Okay.
This is more complicated than it has.
It's not our choice. They keep giving new plans, new plans, new plans.
All right, so that's the motion.
Excellent. Second.
All in favor?
Okay. Perfect. Okay, now the other update that I have is for case 519 of 25 near Island Park, Joseph Brazo. You guys will recall quite some time ago, I sent out a draft decision. This is the one that the residential code was amended, and now dwellings that are located adjacent to flood zones need to comply with FEMA standards.
But the town code's lagging.
So
Fine state
that's state law now. The applicant amended their plans to make reference to the new state law, which now requires their dwelling to be measured from the DFE and FEMA compliant. The issue, as Mrs. D'Amato mentioned, is that the BZO is going to take some time to catch up.
In the
So-
height, you're gonna distinguish the height.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so I remember I sent out that draft decision.
I would make a motion, if no one else is, 5/19/2025, that we adopt the decision drafted by council to the board.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Then what about this one?
Is all,
What about this one?
247, we're still waiting for stuff from the applicant's office.
What about the,
So,
what about the nephew case?
yep, gotcha.
Do I need to say anything about the nephew case?
I don't think you have to. No, it's already on reserve. I think we're good. We know what they have to do.
And someone will communicate it to them, right?
Pardon?
Someone's going to communicate.
He's going to be sending me documentation.
And then
And then
they'll
I'm
go back
gonna
and
let him
forth
know.
because there's more stuff.
Correct. I will let him
Because
know.
they have to legalize that back deck. It was like a little stoop.
Correct. So
That's the
again,
biggest one, is
my
that.
understanding is that that's gonna trigger variance relief, but again, without filing an application with the building department
Right,
for
so we
review,
can't
we don't
do
know.
anything until they
Correct.
do that.
And at the end of the day, it's a maintain. It's already there. No one's being prejudiced right now.
Agreed.
So that's
Some-
my take.
Would someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Mr. Vice.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're done.
Or adjourn?
Everyone,
See you in a couple of
have
weeks.
a lovely evening and see you soon.
You're welcome.
How many weeks are we off, John?
2, I think. When is the
2
next
off or
next
1 off?
meeting? Next meeting